live. Hey everybody, it's Riftwood. That's the one. That's the bitch.
Riftlebrook.
Hey everybody, it's Rifterbrook. No, it's this is
Welcome back to
Riftwood.
Maplewood.
This is the two. that would have been a much better name for that town, but alas. Yeah, I'm Soups. I'm the GM, and my players are.
It's DM.
DM. Thank you. And
GM
my players are these ones.
Oh yeah.
Hello, I'm the Count. No.
No.
Wrong one.
That people
No.
don't even have context for that.
Hello, I'm Swissy. I play Brandon McCoy, aka Brando. He's a sorcerer tiefling in this world, but in his real world, he's not a sorcerer tiefling.
That's true.
Why did you say it all like that?
So I
as if it was going to be a
tiefling.
punchline.
Yeah,
Tired,
you say it, you're like, get this shit, guys. He's a sorcerer tiefling.
But in real life, he's not.
No, it's genius.
Yeah,
It really
dude.
is.
All right, whoever's going next.
It's
go
crazy.
next.
Please.
I know Josh is
Still
currently
enough water, I'm
scavenging
busy.
for food.
Fine, I'll do it.
Listen, I'm trying to find my little packets of Red Robin seasoning. They're like
Yum.
gold. I hide them around my
While
kitchen.
Josh works
Red
on his
Robin.
gold rush, I'm Boko, and I'm playing Stacy Taylor,
Found them.
who is a light paladin, meaning that
No.
she's aspected to light, and she's not.
She's not a
like,
paladin though.
Light.
You're a
Is
cleric.
it cleric?
You're
Yeah,
a
aren't they the same
you're a
thing?
light domain cleric, which is not a paladin.
Close enough.
It's not. You're a spell casting domain.
Yeah, bro. Holy
You're not.
people.
If you were at least like a
cast
war
fireball.
cleric, I would be like, that kind of makes sense. But you're like the opposite of. You're the other flavor.
Yeah, whatever. She's gay. 2 girlfriends more than you have. That's it.
Nice.
Ah,
You're not
it's true
wrong.
though.
Pass fireball.
Oh
Listen.
Do I know fireball? 1 second.
no.
Listen,
I hope
the idea of having to try to remember one extra person's birthdays is for like romantic obligations is exhausting enough, let alone 2.
That's why it's in my Google Calendar.
See, that's
Along
smart.
with the day I apologize for something that none of us know what it was.
Correct.
The important part is you apologized, which is really
Right,
is
it's
I
worth
right.
do
noting.
that a lot. I don't know why you people just can't
don't.
ignore it.
But you don't though. You double
I
down.
do.
I'm playing with my dice while I wait for Josh to introduce
Listen.
himself and his character.
You said that you wanted the section to reach out, right?
Yeah, I mean we're
Or
gonna.
did I
talk,
say
We're
that?
gonna talk about some stuff. No, you said that.
Oh, okay. Just me then. Hello. I am Josh. Hi.
Hi, Josh.
How are you?
Hi, Josh.
Hello. I play Roy Howard, who in the Earth realm is just a little young whippersnapper of a boy who's very optimistic about things and likes reading comic books. In the fucking Metroid Prime world or whatever we got going on here, he is Ragnar, the Simic hybrid fighter who punches people and eventually plans to fucking suplex them and shit. Eventually, when I have
Someday.
more attacks. When it wouldn't be my entire turn to grapple one guy.
Excellent. All right, and then would anybody like to recap what happened last time?
Not
We
it.
climbed out the elevator into the hole.
Yep.
And we were in a puzzle room.
Yep.
We took way too long to figure out that we could take things and switch them around, and we spelled open.
Correct.
Open.
And I was very proud.
I think that was it.
No, you also fought some
So
bats.
we fought bats. So my
Bats.
recap
That didn't do
was
anything.
the elevator that was falling that we just got off of hit the ground and like exploded. Not like kaboom exploded, but like shattered.
Shout
And we went inside the pillar and then into a cavern that had gem-laden pedestals. And then, as Boko mentioned, we failed to realize you could put a gem in an incorrect pedestal
Yeah.
or a non-home pedestal, however you want to call it, to obtain a different gem. And once we got through that, we went through more rooms that were the same, except they're all broken, before we found a dead bear and bats. And then we took a short rest and leveled.
Yep, so everybody's level 2 now. Why doesn't everybody go around and say what you got?
Let me remember.
Can I go first?
Sure.
Go ahead.
Great. My HP went up, and
Yep.
I wrote down actions.
So now
Very
once
nice.
per a long rest, or is it once per...
Fighter. Short rest.
Once per short rest, Josh can just, like, go again.
Oh, that was second wind. Ignore that one. I already had that.
On your turn, you can take an additional action on top of your regular action and a possible bonus. So yeah, basically you just get to go another one once per.
You just get
short
one
rest.
extra action once per short rest. Yeah. You just be like, I'm gonna surge, which you normally spend on just hitting a guy
In which you usually just
with
hit him again.
with your weapon. In this case, my weapon is my body.
My body. My beautiful.
My body.
Ignore all of the rolls
Rank
that I did
yourselves
before you
upon
all
my
got
body.
here, by the way. It's fine.
Don't see it.
Ah, the
cool.
critical guiding bolt. I see.
Oh wait, no. Those, I thought those were mine.
No, I mean, they were in a sense. Who wants to go next?
I took mage armor.
Cool. Swissy also
And-
unlocked
I also
sorcery
have-
points.
Yeah, sorcery points. And other cool shit. Like sorcery points.
What do your
What's mage armor
sorcery
do again?
points
Also
do?
sorcery points, which he can spend to like augment his spells,
Yeah.
and flexible
Not yet,
casting.
though.
Not yet.
And flexible casting, which lets him spend his sorcery points to get another spell slot, essentially.
Yeah, which is the main use right
Which
now.
is the only thing he can do
The
with
only
them
thing
at
he
the
can
moment.
currently do with them, yes.
Next level, you get mad magic. Also, mage armor makes your AC 13 plus your dex modifier
Ah, yes, I remember now.
for 8
So,
hours.
Currently,
So
it
it's
would
kind of like you
be
wake up,
15.
grab a brush, and put on a little mage armor.
Currently, it would make your
Nice.
armor class 15, which would be quite good for you, as opposed to the 12 it is right now.
As opposed
That
to
would match with
12.
my AC.
Babe, what did you get?
I got Channel Divinity Radiance of the Dawn,
Nice.
which
Fire Emblem.
means, yeah, pretty much. I summon Ike from Fire Emblem, and he kills people for me.
Because
That's
it's
pretty
for
good.
his friends.
I fight
Yeah,
for my
neat.
friends.
Kira Rope's run, Ike's good friend. It allows me to dispel darkness for 30 feet of me, and also does a 2d10 damage plus my level when things fail saving at it.
Neat.
And I also got Harness Divine Power, which means I can use one of my divinity points. Let's see. And allows me to regain spell slots, more or less, is what it says, I believe.
Yeah, you can spend
Yep.
your channel divinity to get a spell slot, but you can only do that once
As a-
per long rest.
And you can do it as a bonus action also.
Well, it is a bonus action, yeah.
Yes,
You can't take bonus actions as normal actions.
I know what I meant. Yeah, so
Yeah,
everybody...
but you were
after-
unclear, and
after
for
their-
that I
after their-
hate you.
After their trials,
Yeah.
everybody leveled up. So now...
What were we on trial for?
The three of you have made it past the bats. You've had your short rest in the cave.
Oh, what new spell did you take, by the way, Boko? I think I missed it.
Well, it's
let me
cool.
see.
She's a
Whatever you
cleric, so
said.
I don't think she just has all the spells.
Oh, it's just her spell slot. And
Yes.
yeah, I forgot.
So I should have 3 now, right? Or is it 4?
3 slots.
3 slots, but you
Okay.
can have up to 4 prepared.
3 slots.
Okay, yeah. Then that's all good.
So yeah, you guys have just finished up your short rest. Your campfire. I don't know if you made a campfire. You all have dark vision. Whatever sort of like resting area you've made for yourself for the last 30 minutes or so, you tidy up,
Yeah.
and presumably you begin making your way to the north end of the room so that you can once again swing down the long winding path.
down the path.
I should
of
mention that
long
it's been
one.
very disorienting in here. The only real, like, I'd say every, like, 30 minutes or so, you see another one of those, like, sets of bars as you, like, clear the rounded part of the pillar. It seems like all of the, like, bars, which used to be elevator stops, are always on the same side. So that's really the only way to have to track your progress. But you do eventually notice that you are getting closer and closer to the bottom. You don't really have any other hassles. You see some, like, rats and stuff, but nothing particularly threatening is approaching you at this point. And at the bottom, finally, after many hours, I believe you left around noon-ish, something like that. It's probably pushing on, like, 6 p.m. by the time you get to the bottom of this bad boy. You make your way down, and you see a set of iron bars on a, like, swivel. It is currently locked, and there's a guard on the other side of the bars, like, currently hefting up some wooden pieces of what you assume is the elevator. Just kind of, like, putting them in a pile and going like, ooh, boy.
Oh, I'll call out to him because friendly face. So I hit him with the.
Ah! Oh, shit.
Hey, man.
Hey, what are you guys doing in there? You're not supposed to be in there.
Yeah, we were on that. I say, pointing to what I assume is the broken elevator.
Oh. Oh, I
We're
see.
not supposed to be in here.
Well, you guys are lucky you made it off of that. You would have definitely died did you hit the bottom. Here, I've got a key on me somewhere. He starts, like, looking through his various pockets underneath his armor, and he's like, I know we don't really use the door very often, but they still make us carry the key just in case of emergencies. And it takes him, like, a couple minutes, but finally he finds his key ring. And on about the 4th key, he manages to unlock the gate and let you all out and goes, oh, sorry about that.
How many keys are on the keychain?
Like 10.
Problem, man.
I was just wondering if it's like.
It's fine. Luckily, we could just climb into the pillar thing here.
Yeah, it's not the ideal way to travel for sure. The elevator's pretty convenient, but he kind of motions at it. We should have somebody down to fix it eventually. I sent a message back up top, but it was mostly involved yelling from here to there, so it may take some time.
They're just standing there like, the elevator just broke. There's like a delay.
Yeah, no shit.
What?
I know. Yeah, where are you guys headed, by the way?
I completely
What-
forgot.
where were we
but
going?
what brings
I
you
forgot.
down?
I'm pretty sure I've got some sort of note on it.
I'm also pretty sure you have
Ragnar
some sort of
rummages
note
in his pockets
We were
and is
actually
looking
super
around,
douchebags.
and he's just like,
Let's see. I'm scrolling back up in my notes to see if you were handed a
we
note.
are
Oh,
helping
fairly-
Lance Winthrop.
Oh, the
That's
mayor's
the one.
assistant?
Yeah,
Allegedly.
that's the guy.
Okay. Yeah, what do you need? If you're on a mission from the mayor's secretary or from the mayor himself, I mean, I'll send you on your way. Where are you going?
I mean, I know what the mission is. I just don't know how much we want to say to like people because we're supposed to be discreet.
Yeah.
Ah.
Because if you recall, we're supposed to bring back a werewolf alive. I mean, I guess we could just say that.
Oh, I forgot. It's been so long, dude. It's not.
I don't think we're
fault.
supposed to keep the werewolf secret. We're just not supposed to tell people that the mayor is gone.
Right. You also
So.
you're going west, you remember.
West,
also.
I believe. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Then I'll hit him without. Be like, oh yeah, we're going to the west because that's the place to be. We're trying to find a dangerous beast.
Oh, well, I mean, there are dangerous beasts in this forest. Just be careful, okay? Yeah, if you're going west,
Ooh,
he
I'm
looks
always
up.
careful.
He looks up at the pillar and, like, looks at which way the shadow's pointing and goes, "Yep, that way," and points. You assume west. And yeah, if you just head that way, I'm sure you'll run into some
Direction?
stuff. Yeah, like the direction. There's some nasty creatures in these woods. Just be careful, okay?
Like what? What's in the forest?
Oh, forest stuff like bears and wolves and there's been some
Werewolves?
Lions? Tigers?
Yeah, maybe some werewolves. I don't know. There's been some real big
Oh my.
wolves. Could be werewolves.
Sounds like werewolves to me.
I mean, it could be.
Where are the
dang.
wolves?
Where are the werewolves?
But
I
would
don't-
they die
I-
from
In the
taking
forest.
fall damage since it's from a non-magical source?
What? I don't even know what that's a reference to.
We were talking about it the other night, remember?
No.
Oh, there's
Oh.
on the D&D subreddits last week they were talking about how how they're talking about whether or not werewolves could, like, the main stat block for werewolves says that they're immune to all piercing, bludgeoning, and slashing damage from
Oh.
non-magical sources.
Oh.
And so someone's like, does that mean they could just not take any fall damage? And then people were like, well, technically speaking, it's not from a weapon. And then other people are like, so like
But it
if a
doesn't say
werewolf
from a
dropped
weapon.
a bag of caltrops and like hit the caltrops instead of the ground, would they?
That's pretty good.
It became a whole thing for like a week.
Incredible.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean,
Anyways,
I don't know where werewolves come from, but like, I guess west is as good a direction as any, so be careful.
yeah, it seems like a pretty good direction to go.
And the Rift Keeper whispers in your ear, Stacy. Yes, west is indeed the direction to go. That's where I feel the crystal's presence from.
Perfect.
All right, well, I'll be here cleaning up this. He kind of motions to the shattered remains of an elevator still all around.
How bad is this elevator look? Because I was under the impression that
thought it
it was
looked
just
scattered.
like a bad. It was just basically a plank with some bars and a chain on the top.
It was
Stick
more
bars,
like
you know?
it was more cage shaped, but it's now more like a lot of sticks and splinters. And
It's
shit.
now more shards
Like a
of planks.
disassembled cage.
Yeah, it was definitely made of like some sturdy wood and rope, those kind of things. It was well crafted, but it wasn't built to survive a 600-foot drop.
Okay, I was assuming it just wasn't well crafted and looked like garbage, but okay.
No, it looked safe until it wasn't.
Well, yeah.
Yep. So he sends you all on your way, and presumably you begin heading west.
Yeah.
I do.
I assume we are.
Yep. So you navigate your way west for a while, just kind of like you can kind of, if you peek through the tree line, see where the pillars are. The place is fucking super tall. So
What do I see from on high?
It makes a good landmark, is what I was going to say. You can keep everybody going in
Oh.
the right direction by, like, you know, keeping the pillar to whatever direction you're going away from, which I believe would be at
I
your
see.
backs, if I'm remembering the map correctly. So yeah, just as long as you're heading away from the pillar, you're doing a good job. But yeah, your scouting missions are going okay so far, and after about an hour walking, and Brandon, you're on the ground right now, just in a break
Okay.
between flights.
Okay.
You all hear some rustling from the trees.
Kurt Russell?
No, it's not Kurt Russell. Good word association, though. The highest form of comedy.
Yeah.
So we hear the rustling for the trees.
Yep.
I want to can I perceive the rustling?
Sure. Roll.
Can I try to listen closely to see if I can identify it as how do that be rustling though?
Well, you use your eyeballs to look up, and what you see in the tree is at first not familiar, but then you recognize them by their brilliant rainbow mask as you see a figure caught in the tree. It looks like their parachute glider thing got kind of fucked up on the trees.
It's them. Get
And they
them.
seem stuck.
It's
And they're like,
mask to
"Ah,
mask or
okay.
whatever.
A little help, kind strangers.
Whoa, whoa,
Hello.
whoa, whoa, whoa. You are a thief, and that's illegal.
Hey, now, I mean,
Guys,
Now, with that-
I'm very tempted to use the capture card on this buffoon.
Oh hell yeah.
Now on that 16 perception, you do also notice one of the bushes below them is disturbed, and you kind of walk over in that direction, push some stuff aside, and you see a sack.
This is the thing that we gotta give to old hang on, I have his name written down.
No,
Gabarius.
you can't do that. That's my private property.
I mean,
Well, that's
it's your
public
private
property. I opened the
stolen
bag.
property. We were there. We saw you take it. We're like eyewitnesses. You can't like.
Well,
can't.
darn.
We.
Let me go anyway.
I
Babe, how many
mean,
Okay.
how does the
I let him go.
Babe, refresh me on how the capture card works.
we don't have him right now. Swissy is the big thing.
Oh, come on.
He's in the.
He's
tree.
in the tree. What do you
Ah,
mean you
come on.
let
Like,
him go?
I am
stuck
the
in-
tree.
No.
No, you're
So
not.
inside the sack, you spot just an absolute shitload of gold.
Mhm.
And also there's a ring, there's a spear, which is weird, and there's a necklace in there.
I mean, that's not ours, so it's not really relevant, is it?
Do we remember what he stole?
Gabarius? From Gabarius?
Sure.
Nice. I assume it's all this stuff. I don't think we saw the
Oh,
exact
just
items.
take it all back then.
Well, yeah. I mean, if nothing
I
else,
believe-
Gabarius can tell us.
I believe they said. I believe Gabaria said like you can keep the stuff. They just want their money back.
I'm
Okay.
suddenly
The
stuff is- the
remembering
stuff
that we
is your
can keep the
reward.
stuff. It's our reward.
Oh, sick.
Oh, cool.
Well,
Nice.
I would prefer if you didn't take that.
Well, too bad. You see, we're sanctioned to take this by the actual owner.
They begin struggling
You're
a bit
just-
more in the tree. It's like, no, hold on. No, just let me. I just need to. I just.
Yeah.
Oh no.
I cast Zone of Truth.
How does
A
that
thing
help?
I don't have.
I was gonna say.
Was he lying when he said, I don't want you to take that?
They're not lying.
No, it would have been an interrogation as to whether or not anything was his. Legally.
No.
Well, I mean, we know it's not.
Almost certainly not.
I just don't want to steal some of his gold that might be his legally.
Well,
I'm
Or
pretty
I would
sure.
like to know how much he stole from the guy so we can make a profit.
Well, I don't know how we would know exactly the gold amount that he stole.
With Zone of Truth. He'll tell us.
Well, he
So,
probably didn't count it.
And probably just
get stuck in the
appended to
tree there,
drawers.
man.
Well, I'm pretty sure he glided down after we lost him on the pillar and just ended up here.
Huh. Who are you again? This guy? Who is this?
I
This
am,
is Rainbow
he's a
Mask.
I am Rainbow,
Rainbow
Mask, the master thief.
Stoops, I have a serious question here.
Yep.
Did we first run into Rainbow Mask when we were doing the Mask to Mask case in Ace Attorney?
No.
Okay.
He didn't sound like
I was
this.
just curious. Oh.
No,
Okay.
Rainbow Mask is a separate person from Mask to Mask. Josh just keeps calling them that.
Yeah, listen, my brain's small. There's only so many mask names I can remember.
Yeah. Cool. So what do we do now?
Well, I
we,
mean,
we pocket the things and we'll give them back to Old Man when we go back up.
well, we just have to give Gabarius back his gold. He said we could keep
Exactly.
the items. We don't technically. I mean, I don't really know if we can. How far are we away from the guards we just spoke to?
You've been walking
Yeah,
for
I mean,
about
it's
an hour.
probably-
That's
an
a
hour?
long way to walk back.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, this is
We
this
can
is
just
a
get
wanted
it on the way
criminal.
back.
I do you think that he'll still be in the tree by then?
Oh, yeah.
Babe, I would like a refresh on how capture card works.
Let me scroll.
I'm sure it'll be
When
fine.
held in the hand, if a keyword is spoken within 30 feet, it springs a trap that wraps the creature holding it in magical restraints. The creature makes a DC 15 dex save to avoid being trapped and can make a DC 15 strength save to break 3 of the bindings as an action.
I activate capture card.
On yourself?
Well, yeah, you have to.
You have to hand it to them.
You have to be
Okay,
holding
one
it. It says.
Oh,
Specifically, the
Hmm.
creature who
one
is
second.
holding
What-
it.
So what is his exact position in the tree?
Up.
That's so unhelpful.
Okay, it's like a
He's up in a
15-foot
tree, what
tree
do you
and they're
want?
caught in the branches. What do you want?
Brando, I need you to do me a favor.
Yeah, what's up?
I hand him the capture card. It looks like a Yu-Gi-Oh card. Put this in his hand. It'll help him. I
Whose hand?
promise. Mask Boy,
Mask Boy.
the one up there.
Oh,
the
that
ugly-
guy. Okay. Is this like our business card or something?
Yeah, it's Team Delta Dragons. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Oh, that's such a cool name. Did you
I
just
like
think of that? That's rad as hell.
No, that's the name of my my theater troupe last year.
I fly up and I go, here, hold this, and I pass him the card.
And they're like, "Why? What is this? Will this help
I
me
say
get
the
down?"
activation word, which I forgot. It'll help you get down.
You can make it up.
Bongo.
This doesn't look like a bonga. Ah! And I guess they'll roll a fucking DC 15 save. Hold on, I wasn't expecting to have to open this. Okay, here we go. Once their dex
Taking
score.
it.
Well, the dex
Do
is
I
pretty
get
good.
an advantage? Do I get an advantage for him being stuck in a tree?
Well, their highest, or sorry, their, yeah, it's a low roll. They rolled a 10. So they're both stuck in a tree and also now stuck in magical restraints.
Mayor, that'll keep him there for a little bit.
This didn't help me at all.
No, I lied.
I mean, couldn't we just take him out of the tree and give him to a guard?
Yeah, it seems
Wouldn't
a little
that-
rude to leave him
No.
here, doesn't it?
Wouldn't that be the
An hour's a
responsible
long
thing
way
to do?
walk.
Yeah, but I mean, like,
I could fly.
well, I mean, that doesn't help us per
But
se,
that-
but I like
that's
where your head's at.
us.
I'm just saying that, like, it seems like I feel like we should either let him out of the tree and just let him go, or let him out of the tree and take him with us to a guard. I don't feel good about leaving a person up in a tree for X amount of time. What if there's like bears? Bears can climb like
Yeah,
crazy.
what if we forget about him, though?
Yeah, what if we forget about him?
Huh?
Okay.
Do
well,
I get a say in this?
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
No. All right, hang on. Group huddle.
Yeah.
I
feel like
motion
that's
for
trying to
I
get
motion for a huddle.
I
All
come
right.
back down.
All right. I think the first course of action is to figure out if we're turning this guy in for being a criminal thief or not, because we weren't technically hired to turn him into the cops.
Yeah.
Well, we got his stuff, so I guess we're technically done with what we were asked to do.
It's more of a moral question as to whether or not we think it's important for us to, punish a criminal who stole, as far as we know, wantonly for selfish reasons. But maybe it's one of those like thief with a heart of gold stories.
I
But
break from the
then
huddle for a minute. I
then
ask,
you-
do you have a heart of gold?
You look up in the tree and they're not there anymore.
You
Oh.
took too long. My card.
Oh yeah. What about the card?
You see the card like sitting wedged between some leaves.
Brando, can you go get my card back?
I'll let you know what happened, just so you know I wasn't bullshitting. I rolled a strength save, and then I rolled a stealth roll, which was a 21, higher than any of your passive perceptions, and then I rolled another strength save to escape the tree.
Yeah, I was aware. I can hear the dice. Hence
So-
the hurry up. He's trying to get out of here.
well, that solves our questions then.
Brando, go get my card. We need.
Love
that
it
for the
when things
werewolf.
work out.
Yeah. I mean.
You guys want to see what the magic items do?
Sure. I get Stacy her fucking card.
Cool.
I dig back in there. I've forgotten what they are.
He
There's
did
a
not.
spear.
He did not successfully get the stuff we had repossessed from him, did he?
No, as far as
No.
I know, I'm holding the bag.
Yeah,
So I don't
you're
think.
holding, that would be a hard
You look in the
sell.
bag. It's gone.
No, that'd be wild because you can't. That would have. That'd be a wild sleight of hand
sight.
check to hold a thing I'm holding in front of me.
It would be quite hard.
All right.
There's a,
Well,
there's,
I
there's a ring, there's a spear, and there's a necklace.
I forgot how you had us do magic items last time. Do you do
I
the
think-
figure
I
them
think
out during a short rest, or
I think
Did-
once
you
his
just
face
told
just
us?
explained them to you last time.
oh, did he tell us what these items do too? Or
No, but we can pretend he did.
oh, sweet.
Flashback.
Oh.
So the items.
I'm remembering.
So
Flashpoint.
the items that Rainbow Mask stole, there was a ring called the 1-inch punch ring.
Oh, Josh.
On a successful unarmed melee attack, the ring can be activated to push the target back 10 feet. Grants +1 to attack and damage to unarmed melee attacks. So
Holy shit
essentially,
balls.
it's a +1 weapon for you.
I'll take that. No, I'm kidding.
I would beat the shit out of you.
And then
I would
And
like
then beat
absolutely
you up
devastate
again
you.
with the ring.
I would grapple you, push you to the ground, and begin punching.
Action surge.
No.
No.
Right. So,
And the other one.
and then also there was the Charmer's Choker, which is it's a spiked choker with a heart symbol engraved on the inside and counts as a +1 casting focus. Additionally, the wearer can add +1 to any charisma-based skill checks or saving throws up to 3 times per long rest. I forgot to put as a reaction in there, but okay. So this is what the ring does. So you can go ahead and just add that to your shit. This is what the choker does. And then also there was the Mean Spear, which is a spear with an angry face on the pommel. It's a +1 spear also. Once per short rest, you can use your bonus action to force a target to make a DC 13 Charisma saving throw. On a fail, the target takes a D6 of psychic damage as the spear says something rude about the target. And then otherwise it just has the properties of a spear, except a +1 spear. There you go.
Fascinating.
Mine was the
Incredible.
1-inch punch ring, right?
Yes.
Excellent. So we cut out of the flashback, and I'm just like, my hand drifting to the ring already. I'm just like, so I don't want to point out the obvious here, but I sort of grabbed the ring, and I'm like, I kind of want dibs on this one.
My hand is also on the ring.
Oh, you get
Oh,
I'm
are you
wrestling
getting
for-
married?
Are we getting married? That's like a
Are we
grown-up
getting
thing.
married?
Aw.
I don't know how marriage works.
Yeah, me either. I'll take the choker.
Oh, you're wearing
I like it with
rings,
the ring.
aren't you? Only people who are married wear rings.
Daisy, do you want the choker or the big
Is that
weird
true?
looking thing?
I don't know enough about fashion
It's
to
not
know
my
if that's
style.
true.
I'll take the spear.
Oh, okay. I take the choker.
Yep, take it. You all put on your
So
new
what does a
things.
+1 casting focus mean?
Essentially, it means you can
you're
add
a-
+1 to your attack rolls with spells.
Is there a way to automatically put that in?
Yeah, on your spell page, it's at the top. You can just increase that.
Yep, just make the number 1 bigger.
Now, Steven, is your
spell
intent
attack
for
bonus?
that to also increase the spell DCs that Brando has by 1?
That I'm not sure about yet. We
Okay.
can, because I don't know if the DC increasing the DCs would make it busted.
It depends. So, like, there's the only item that I've put in one of my games of like that is there's artificers have the any purpose tool, which gives them +1 to spell attacks and save DCs. I was
Gotcha.
just wondering. I mean, the
Is there a
attack
place I
is
can
the
put
more
those?
important part
Yeah.
for Brando's Firebolting, anyways.
Yeah, we'll do
I
the
don't see a
attack
spot
because.
for it on the spells page.
Let me check.
Oh, is it not on the spells? I thought it was at the top.
Spell
There's a spell
attack
attack
bonus, but
I
you can't
can't
change it. Yeah.
Oh, you might have to go into
If
the
you go into
cog setting then.
options, you might
Yeah.
you may be able to make a modifier in the settings.
Let me see. Nope. Hold on. Boy, there's a lot of shit in here. Let's see.
Yeah.
Global saving throw. Nope. None of that's it. Spellcasting build. Nope. Oh, this is for custom class. Okay. Spell save DC mod. Global magic attack modifier. Aha. I think that will do it. Did that make it go up by 1? It did. I found the spot for it. Cool.
Cool.
Okay.
Also,
so, yep.
Steven,
Yes.
since I'm recording the 1-inch punches effect, cool ring by the way.
Nice.
Did you?
I remember
I
the Jackie
might have
Chan
missed.
video.
I'm also gonna add that
That's
new
great.
resource.
I was just gonna double check. What's your intent for how often I can activate that?
I think that's a good question.
Or did you say it and I just missed it?
No, it's just says you can you can activate to push the target back 10 feet. I don't think it needs a limit because it's not like that strong. It's just a positioning thing mostly.
Okay.
It doesn't do additional damage, and if you like push them off a cliff, they'll still get the reaction to not fall off the cliff. So.
1 inch. I forgot the name. Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Yep, and then the spear. If you just like drag a spear into your inventory and then make the.
Yeah, change it. Yeah. Yeah, I'm doing that right now.
Cool.
Sick.
All right, so yeah, you do those things, and with no further directions, I assume you just continue heading west until. I mean, at this
Yeah, I guess
point,
we gotta go back
at,
west.
At this point, it is still like it is running down like 7, 8 o'clock ish. It's getting pretty late, so you may want to consider making camp at some point soon. But that's up to you.
We may want to consider making camp at some point soon.
Yeah, we may want to consider also making camp.
Yeah, I agree.
Why?
Listen, it's in character. We've established both of these boys are very dumb.
But they're sweethearts. It's great.
The only smart-ish person here is Stacy. And that's probably
strong.
Nice
I was-
1 inch.
Oh, thanks, man.
Yeah. So are
Anyway.
y'all gonna like?
I'm done.
What are y'all doing to like find a good place to camp out for the night?
I mean, I can try to draw on my survival to see if there's an area that's like, maybe a bit flatter under some nice trees in case it rains or something.
I cannot do that.
Can I try rolling survival to see if I can scout something
Yeah.
reasonable?
Yeah. I don't see why not.
I couldn't.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't hear you if you said it.
21. Yeah, that'll do. You found a nice like wooded kind of flatter area. It's a little more. The grass is a little bit more tamped down in this area. I think maybe there's some wild animals that used to have a nest, or not a nest. One of the word I'm looking for. Like a spot here.
It's like a bedding.
Yeah.
I'm just like, I begin listing off things that you can tell I just memorized from one of the camp handbooks.
Oh, that's very good. Yes. Yeah. So you find a good spot to rest under some trees. You all going to you gonna sleep in shifts or?
Yeah, it's probably smart to take
Alright.
shifts.
That's probably best.
Okay.
I'm wide
who-
awake.
Who's doing what shifts? There will be 3
What shifts do people want?
I'll stay
Yes.
awake first.
Okay. Do you wanna do the early shift or the midnight shift, Stacy?
I'll do early. I can get up.
All right. Then I will sleep in 2 4-hour increments as God intended.
All right. So first shift, Brandon, roll me a perception check. Ignore that.
Okay.
Oop. All right. So with your
Got it.
perception check, things go by uneventfully for a little bit, and maybe as you're kind of just like chilling, I don't know. What are you doing in your alone time while your buddies are sleeping on the grass nearby?
What do I have on my person? Hang on. I'm just kind of lighting matches and flicking them off into the woods. Irresponsibly.
Polluting.
Oh, that's amazing.
Oh no. This is Brandon's heel turn. Yeah, as you're
Only
doing
I
this,
can cause forest fires.
as you
Nah, I'm being
flick,
careful. Probably.
as you, sure. As you're flicking a match off into the distance, you hear something snap behind you, in the
Huh.
twigs.
Oh snap! Who's there? What's up? Hello?
And you
Hi.
hear in the darkness, "Shit!"
I'm Brandon. Oh.
And you
Oh.
you turn around to see the creeping form of Rainbow Mask making their way toward you.
Oh hey man.
And
What's
they
up?
try to just stand perfectly still as if you haven't seen them.
Does Randall operate like a
Nope.
T-Rex?
Do I what?
Operate like a T-Rex if your vision based on movement.
Oh. Actually, yes. As he stops moving, I just go, I turn back around.
Why?
You hear the cartoon do, 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 music as they begin
I
as they
turn around.
continue sneaking up on you. They are now closer.
Hmm.
Must have been my imagination.
Must have been the wind. No.
Brando is
My
a
cousin's
guard
out
from the
fighting
future.
dragons, and look what I get. Guard duty. Hey, what's up,
Are
man?
you-
You good? Want to talk about it?
Shh.
Hello?
They put a
I
finger.
wave my
to-
hand in front of his face.
They put a finger to their lips and shush you.
Oh, okay. We're playing quiet game, huh? What's up? What's going on? Who we hiding from? Who do I gotta burn?
They
What's
they don't look like they know how to respond to this. And you
Yeah?
see them just begin. They're actually pretty close to where Ragnar is sleeping, and you see them just begin reaching for the sack.
Oh, hey now. Hey, wait.
They
None of
stop.
that. No. Yeah.
But what if?
You
And hear me out.
you stealing back the stuff we stole that you stole first? What's going on there?
It's mine.
Well, actually, it's ours now, but you know.
They continue to reach for the sack.
Stop that.
They reach
Can I
a little bit
cartoonishly
close.
snore?
Sure.
Can I do one of those, like, I've been silent the whole time, and then I just go,
They freeze.
Joe, get mashed potatoes! Oops.
They freeze.
I don't yell that. I just go like,
Ragnar mumbles something about mashed
Ragnar,
potatoes in
Ragnar.
his sleep.
mashed potatoes. I'm full, Mom.
Can I like summon fire within my fingers and be like, stop it? Threateningly.
But what if, and hear me out, no.
Mhm.
And,
Okay, but why?
And, let me see. I need you to make a charisma saving throw.
Oh, hey, I can add +1 to that. Would you look at that?
You sure can.
And you get +1 from the Badger charm.
Oh, so I roll a 12, I guess. And then
Uh,
I'll just do away with one charge of the choker.
oh. Could have sworn it was charisma. I guess not. It's actually a
Oh.
wisdom saving throw. And 12
Well.
wouldn't be high enough, so I will let you do that again.
Well, my wisdom is way worse, but we'll try it. Would you look at that?
Yeah, with a 15, I never actually wrote down this person's spell save DC, but it's lower than 15 for sure. You know what? I'll just write it in here right now. You can tell they were trying to charm you with a spell.
Hey, man. Not cool.
Hmm.
Kind of wearing, you know, Charmer's choker. I can see that. I can see when you're charming, man.
Okay. Well. And, having failed that,
Yeah.
let's see here, does a 24 hit your armor class? As they throw a
Why the
dagger.
fuck are you gonna attack this guy?
As they throw a dagger at you.
Listen, I was just trying to be peaceful.
He cast a spell on you!
I didn't realize it was. It's Brandon. He's stupid. Listen.
It's
Fine.
Swissy,
Yes, that
he's
hits me.
stupid. Yeah, okay. You take 6 piercing damage as a dagger sinks into your shoulder.
Oh, what the fuck? What the heck?
And that yelling is enough to wake up the other 2 of you.
I snap my eyes open. Brad, excuse me. I lock eyes with Rainbow Mask as he's reaching for near me.
I've been
All right.
stabbed. My trust betrayed.
So, yeah,
Why would
this
you
is,
trust him?
this is a situation you now find yourselves in. Everybody roll initiative.
Listen, this is what you get for letting me do first watch.
Get the tracker up. You volunteer?
You volunteered for it. What do you mean let you? You said
Ah,
I
damn
can
it, I
do
didn't
first
fucking-
watch.
Then select my token.
Which will involve me
Oh,
letting
okay.
an enemy into our camp and then stabbing me.
They threw the knife at him.
Can you throw me in
Still
at a
stabbing.
19? Or can
Yeah,
I do
yeah,
that?
yeah. No,
Oh,
I
yeah.
got it.
Cool.
And bad initiative roll.
Listen,
Oh, but better than
didn't wanna
Stacy, so it's fine.
attack the guy unprovoked.
I feel like the spell cast. I agree with you up until they cast a spell on you, and you, instead of going, whoa, and attacking them, went, hey, don't do that.
I get your point.
Yeah.
I get it.
All right, so Brando, you're actually up first.
Hey man, that wasn't cool. Firebolt.
13 will miss. They're able to deftly duck out of the way as the firebolt sails over their head and singes the tree behind them, and they go, "Whoa, hey, whoa!"
God bless
Josh,
America.
you're up. I
See
will
ya.
remind you that you're prone, so if you would like to stand up, it will
I
cost
spend half
your
my
movement.
movement to
Yeah.
stand up.
Yep. And they go,
I crack my
"Hey."
knuckles.
Hey.
Hey. Gonna make a grapple attempt.
All right, go for it. I don't remember how that works.
I'm
think-
pulling it up.
Okay.
You replace an attack with a grapple check.
Okay.
So, I assume Rainbow Mask is not more than one size larger than me.
No, I would say they might be slightly smaller than you, if anything.
So I make a strength athletics check contested by the target's strength athletics or dexterity acrobatics the target chooses.
Okay.
And if I succeed, they are then grappled.
Okay. I'll do acrobatics.
That was gonna be my guess.
I rolled
So-
poorly, so you have a pretty good shot. Yeah, that'll do it.
15.
They're grappled.
So they're now grappled,
Yep.
which means that their speed is 0 and they can't benefit from any bonus to their speed. And
Challenging.
yeah.
What do they have
it
to
ends
do
up
to
in
break that?
effect.
Like a strength throw of some kind on their turn?
A grappled creature can use its action to escape, which is athletics or acrobatics,
Ah.
against a new athletics check from me.
But they have to use an action. I see.
I'm gonna action surge.
Uh-oh.
Oh no!
It's time.
Doggers.
I action surge, giving me a second action.
Yep.
I'm going to choose to shove a creature.
Okay.
So I make an athletics check contested by athletics or acrobatics again.
Rolled poorly again. Go on.
15 again.
Yep. I'll do it.
So I can choose to push them 5 feet away or knock them prone. I choose to knock him prone.
Rainbow Mask is now on the ground. Ah!
Hey, Rainbow Mask, would you like to use half of your movement to stand?
Oh, too bad your move is 0. Oh no.
Oh, because they're still
Oh, that's
grappled.
Poor Rainbow
that's so sad.
Because they're still grappled, I see.
Because they are grappled. So since they are grappled, their speed is 0.
I see. I see.
So they have to use their action to break my grapple first at
Before
some
they can
point.
do anything else. I see. I see.
Yes.
Okay.
And I believe that is everything that I can do because I don't have any bonus actions.
Rip. Okay.
So I get up, I stand up, and I just like put them in like a half Nelson and then just push them to the floor.
I see. And they go, oh no, oh god! And it's their turn now, so they will in fact attempt to break your grapple with an acrobatics check. Rolled a 1, so that doesn't work. They struggle feebly in your arms. And as a bonus action, they will go, all right, well, this is not ideal, but here we go. And they pull something off their belt deftly and throw it on the ground next to them, creating a smoke cloud, which I will draw in a second. Circle. I need circle. I need circle. I need circle. I need circle.
Oh God, I knew I shouldn't have thrown those matches.
The fire's coming for us.
They throw down a smoke cloud in this radius, essentially.
Oh,
And
Pungus.
inside this radius, any attacks made against another creature will be with disadvantage. That includes them.
What
so
if
that they
What if I'm outside the radius?
still
throwing it?
disadvantage because they are inside.
Okay.
Your attack has to enter the smoke. Wait, is this
Yeah, the smoke makes it hard to see.
Is the smoke considered magical, or is this like
This is a device that's not magic. All right. Well, they use their action. They use the bonus action. They can't move because they can't. Their speed is 0. So
Yep.
It's gonna be Stacy's turn.
My plan is coming to fruition. Now imagine, level 5, I can do this to like 3 people.
Wow. Do it to an enemy and your whole party at once.
Yeah, I can take you guys down and then drag you at places.
Yeah. Don't have to walk ever again.
Yep. Stacy's up.
Man, that's so close. My radiance is restricted to specifically magic darkness, so that's unfortunate.
Yeah. Now this was not a spell. They activated the smoke bomb.
Yeah, I know.
It's also
That's
not
why I was
technically
like,
darkness, it's just like obscuring.
It's like half cover, basically, is what I'm treating it as.
Oh yeah, I have dark
Whenever-
vision. I can see through the smoke.
Well,
That's not how
it
smoke works.
works. It's not dark. It's smoke. I mean, it is dark because it's nighttime, but it's also smoke.
You can't see through the smoke because there's smoke in the way.
Yeah. You can just see some shapes. So.
I would like to use the mean spear on him. I want him to make a charisma check.
Okay. Charisma. What's your charisma modifier? That is a 6.
Doesn't meet it.
No.
1 second.
I already don't remember what this spear does. It's a d6 of psychic damage, as the spear says something rude about the target.
There you go. There's 4, and it might save something mean.
I don't know. What does it say? I just hit minus 60 instead of minus 4. Oops.
He's dead!
He dies instantly in my arms.
Whoops.
F.
Who decides what the spear says? I really want to know.
Yeah, you can.
That sounds like a DM thing, but
Why?
Let's see.
It just says something
That's-
rude about the target.
Yeah, about the target, let's see. Oh, 1 second. Your gimmick is old and tired.
Oh.
It's like
Jesus.
it's
That's
a
savage.
old like French film critic now or something. I don't know, dude.
That is actually that's a pretty mean spear.
It's a pretty mean spear overall.
Yep. So that's your bonus action. You still have an action if you want it, and that's again once per
Alright.
long rest or once per short rest. Sorry. So
Well, I'm going to give it another.
if you have anything that uses saving throws, those don't require an attack roll, so you could do those without incurring penalty.
Yeah, no, that's what I was thinking. Oh, this is perfect. Sacred Flame.
Ah.
Oh, wait. Never mind. I have to see him.
Target you can see within range. Yeah.
That's unfortunate. Well, the rest are support stuff.
You could do support stuff if it's free.
I could do support stuff. Oh, actually, wait, I have to check this one really quick. First I'm going to spend half of my movement to get up.
Fair. You just, without even waking up, you just clicked, you just touched the spear and it went, "Hey, asshole."
My eyes open. I reach to the side, grab the spear, which was next to my bedroll, hold it up, and it just yells.
Nice.
Anyway, I stand up now. 15. I slap Ragnar's back and use guidance.
Hmm. Cool. You have guidance now. Brandon, you're up.
And that's my turn.
Who has guidance? Oh, me has guidance.
You have.
Thank
guidance.
you.
Got a dagger in me. That sucks.
You sure do.
Hmm.
I'm glad Josh is still registered as Josh character.
Am I?
What would you
In
have
the-
me
in
do
the
if I
turn
wanted
order.
to like flap my wings like super hard and clear the smoke?
Swissy.
Let me see. What
Listen.
sort of skills do you
The
have?
smoke's in the way.
It do be in the way though.
I don't think I
let's-
have a skill that's gonna be good for that. If I'm being honest, I'm probably
No,
just
you sure don't.
Athletics would be my guess, or something
Yeah, I'm
along
just
those
not gonna do
lines.
It would
Yeah.
probably be athletics, because it would require physical exertion on your part.
I mean, either way, I'm gonna have disadvantage no matter where I am, so I'm just gonna fucking firebolt from here.
Don't you worry. I have a plan.
Yeah,
Hit
yeet.
it.
Well-
It's a 16 and a critical.
It's a
fail.
disadvantage, so it's a 7.
You shoot it straight into the air.
Whoops.
Like,
That'll come
while-
down eventually, and oh, you watch out then.
While you're like winding back your hand to do the firebolt, you accidentally let it go at the wrong angle, and it just goes up.
Oh man.
Oh yeah, I am still Josh character in the turn order. That's
They're never
weird.
gonna let me stand watch again.
How did that happen?
Oh, it's because your name is Josh character as the token. Hold on, I can fix that.
Oh, I
Josh
see.
character.
I'm like, that's really weird. I'm like, it's not on any of my sheet. Oh, there it is.
There we go.
We did it.
Yep. So,
Neat.
do you want to move at all, or do a bonus action of some kind?
Brando.
Do I want to what? I don't.
Brandon.
I have
You
pretty
want-
much nothing I can.
All right.
You can move or use a bonus action.
I can move, yeah, but I don't even know what bonus action I have. I don't think I have anything that's bonus action.
Probably not.
Not a lot. No.
Alright,
You have
Ragnar.
shield, which is a reaction.
You're up.
All right. First, I want to move,
Yep.
which drags the guy with me.
Yep.
Okay.
So I go here.
Okay.
He wants to come along,
I mean, they
Uh,
don't, but
and then I go here,
yep.
and then you know what? We'll go here.
Uh-oh.
Ah,
So that was
Well.
5, 10, 15, which is perfect because I only get half my move speed
Right.
while grappling.
Right.
So they're already grappled. They're on the floor,
Correct.
which is pretty good, which means they're prone, which means that an attack roll has advantage if the attacker's within 5 feet. Oh, actually, all attack rolls that are outside of 5 feet have disadvantage anyways,
Ah,
because they're on the floor.
Right.
yeah.
But this punch has advantage as I
Sure
punch
does.
it.
Oh.
Yeah, it sure does. Did you add your +1 from the ring?
I did.
Excellent. Yeah, 21
Does
will hit.
does a 21?
Sure does.
Wow.
Great. That's 8 bludgeoning.
They don't like that. They go, ah, why? I just wanted to take your
well.
things.
I believe you stabbed my friend with a knife.
Yeah, it kind of hurt.
It was more of a
So now you're
throw.
on the floor.
All right, anything else?
I didn't even do anything, man. I was just standing here.
I was just-
I didn't even attack you, man. You attacked me first. That's rude as heck.
All right.
Oh, also, hang on. I forgot. Can I still add this on because my turn didn't end?
Sure.
At the
Shit.
start of my turns, I deal 1d4 bludgeoning to a creature that I've grappled.
Holy shit.
All right, yeah, do it.
Sick!
Roll me a d4.
An additional 4.
Wow. You killed me.
They're still looking pretty good, actually.
Oh.
This is a boss encounter, and I had to figure in
So
that you all can do quite a bit
Ah.
of damage.
my turn starts. I like knee them in the side. I drag them out of the smoke, and I just punch them point blank.
All right, it's their turn. Let me see something here. Let me read just real quick. I'm pretty sure this will be. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah. All right, so they won't do that.
Can he prove that he never touched his balls?
Yeah, can I? then I won't tell another living soul what I saw.
So, I will need you to make a wisdom saving throw, Josh.
Me? Okay.
Yep.
Don't fall for it. He tried it.
It's gonna be a 6. So Josh, suddenly you
Yeah,
think
I don't
about
think
the,
my guidance is gonna help on that. So
suddenly you find the situation that you're in to be absolutely hysterical.
uh
And in fact, you find it so funny that you begin to burst out in laughter. As you begin to perceive everything is hilariously funny, and having failed the saving throw, you fall prone and
All
become
right.
incapacitated and unable to stand up for the duration as you're laughing just so hard. You can make another wisdom saving throw at the end of your turn, or if the target loses concentration, it's a concentration spell. So if you bop them good enough, that might do it.
Or if I take damage.
If you take damage, and then you have advantage on the saving throw if you take damage. So they do that as their action. They're going to spend half of their movement to stand up now that you're prone. Well,
Yep.
because you can't be grappling while prone, I assume, right?
No, it's not prone. It's the incapacitated.
Gotcha. Okay. That's what
It says specifically, if you succeed, blah blah blah. The condition specifies the things that end it. Oh, grappled says what ends it. Yeah, it's sorry.
Yeah.
It ends if the grappler is incapacitated.
Gotcha. Cool. That's what I was hoping for. They are going to. Let's see here. That was their action. Do we have any bonus actions that would help? Not really. They are going to spend half of their movement to stand up, and then as a bonus action, they will take a cunning action to disengage and run back into the smoke cloud. And that's their turn. Stacy, it's your turn.
Why?
Well,
I've remind me how sight works inside the cloud.
You can't see.
You can see your attacks.
You
Oh,
can
you can't
it's
see it
just
all?
you can see it's just disadvantage.
Yeah, you just have disadvantage on attacks. That's
Unless
all the
I
cloud
make him
does.
take whatever you call
The
it.
cloud doesn't make you like lose all sight. It's just
Yeah,
it's just harder to see.
Yeah, it makes I'm a disadvantage on stuff, but I don't have to worry about disadvantage if it's a save on their side.
Correct.
Yeah.
Anyway, Sacred Flame.
Okay. Makes sense to me. That's a Dex saving throw. Oh, they're good at that.
Yeah, that's actually probably not the best choice, but we'll see.
Okay. They
Was
get
some sort of arcane trickster.
Yeah, kinda.
I'm-
I made up
kinda.
their stat block a lot, but yeah, that's kind of what I was going for. That's going to be a 21, so I believe I saved. It also says spell save DC 0 for some reason when you clicked that.
Yeah, it's infinite. He can't dodge it.
Oh, bummer. Well, they do.
God mod.
How peculiar.
How weird. I wonder why this is broken.
Oh, it's 'cause it's
I'll have to
not
look at
very
the
good. Oh, you
the
mean the spell save
compendium.
DC? Yeah, that I got no idea.
It's probably like 12 or 13 if I had to guess.
It should be on your sheet. Yeah, your spell save DC is 13.
Yeah, I'll see if I can fix that. Give me a second.
Okay. Are you gonna do anything else?
I don't have anything else I can do.
All right. Brandon.
We can step up 5 feet so that they can't like just leave for free. They at least have to disengage then.
Yeah, you could do that.
Oh, I guess. 1 second. Back to trying to find out where putting the skill save DC in this thing is.
Okay. Brandon, you're up.
Okay. I mean, well, with Boko so close, I don't want to do a cone of fire. That would be unfortunate.
Probably be bad.
You
Yeah.
can move up here and angle it.
Yeah.
Could do that.
But if I
Do ma-
whiff, I burn a spell slot. But it is what it is.
Well, it's not whiff. It's they have to.
Yeah,
It only does half damage. It doesn't
Yeah.
unless
No,
they have.
I'm talking about like. Oh yeah, I guess either way it hits, doesn't it?
Yeah, reflex. It just reflects to half unless the rainbow mask here has evasion.
Hmm.
They don't.
So
Well,
they don't, though.
okay. I will burn in hands.
Okay. 12 fire damage. Jesus. What's the Okay, there
Oh
we go.
yeah, I forget that doesn't
It
work
just
when
sort of
I click it.
broke. DC 13. That's Dex. Okay. Rolled a 19. So they will take half
So they'll
damage, which
take
is still 6.
Yeah.
Still a chunk. As they go, oh fuck, and duck under your fire, but you see that their cloak kind of catches fire a little bit, and they have to rip
Why'd
it
you
off
stab me?
and like, stomp it on the ground. Because I want to steal your shit.
Ah, so you admit it's a thief.
Yes. What do you mean?
Brando's cracked the case.
He's a thief, guys. We got him.
And Roy finds this extremely funny. All right. So at the end of your turn, you can make that saving throw, and I believe you still have guidance also.
Yes,
So you can add a D4 to it.
I do. Let's see what the roll is. Never. I'm not gonna add it.
All right. Fair. You know what? Fair enough. Yeah, you're still cackling away.
I'll still have guidance as long until Stacy uses something else that uses concentration.
Yeah. All right. Rainbow mask. What can you do? How many more? What sort
He
of
throws another dagger.
what bag of tricks do I still have here? They're actually going to.
Surrender.
Let's do this. Make a make a strength roll for me, Brando. We're gonna do contested
man.
strength rolls.
Why me?
That's okay. They don't have strength either. Well, they did better than that. As they
Yeah,
They-
no shit.
they grab the dagger and pull it out of you,
Ah!
which does just 1 damage.
Ow.
And they're going to use their multi-attack to make a second attack. Or I'm counting that as an attack, as like a grapple, kind of. That's why I was doing this, because you could have just been like, no, stop. I wasn't sure how to do it, but that seemed right to me. They will make a second dagger attack at Stacy at disadvantage.
No, that's how people get bad diseases.
Roll the 13. I don't think that'll do it.
Nope.
Yep, they make a slash at you, but you're able to block it with your mean spear, which goes, hey!
Oi, mate!
Oi, mate.
Yep,
Oi, got that one.
and-
Nice. You tit.
Let's see. So what's the action?
You're a bit stupid, isn't it?
Bit stupid. Trying to think of what to do here. They actually feel pretty good staying inside the smoke cloud, so they're just gonna kind of chill there as they're.
But I don't.
Well, that sucks, don't it? Yep. That's their turn. Because none of these actions would particularly help. Alright, Stacy,
Yeah.
you're up. What you gonna do?
Sure am. Gonna poke him with this new spear I got.
Okay.
Crazy.
It's a 6.
Yeah, wow. Once
Regardless of what disadvantage that may have been, that does not hit.
Yeah, sure does.
yeah, sure doesn't. This spear sucks. I want a new one.
F.
Is that like one off from the lowest roll I could have gotten? Probably.
Pretty close.
Yes. You rolled a 2.
No, it's 3 off.
Well, it says you rolled a 2.
Yeah, it says he rolled a 2.
Ah, sure does. I didn't look at that part.
All right, I'm gonna do anything else.
I can't do anything else.
Okay, Brando.
Yo, what's up?
Because
Yeah.
your strength is +1, right? Then, right, Stacey?
Oh
Yeah.
wait, I just remembered something that may help Josh. How much damage did I take? 6. How do concentration checks work? Is it 10 plus the number of damage you took?
It's just the amount
Ah.
of damage.
Oh, okay. Well, roll the 1. Ragnar,
Oh, baby!
you no longer find anything. You're suddenly like, what the fuck was I laughing about?
No
I
longer find
abruptly
anything
stop
funny.
laughing. It's just quiet from outside the smoke cloud.
As she hears the laughter, or as they hear the laughter stop, they go, "Uh-oh." So Brando, you're up.
Yeah.
Yep.
I am up.
You sure
Is there
are.
any bad? Is it bad to use firebolt so close, or is it just the same?
Nah.
It is disadvantage.
I mean, it's disadvantage
Yeah, it's a
because
range.
in the smoke, but yeah.
No,
Well,
no,
yeah.
ranged
Oh,
attack rolls
right,
have
right.
disadvantage against targets within 5 feet. So it's
Right.
double disadvantage, however Stephen wants to handle that.
I'll just do regular disadvantage. I won't be rude.
Okay. Ooh, alternatively, hang on.
Oh.
Well, no, getting fancy gets me nowhere often, so
Okay.
I'm not.
Alright.
Because they would get a reaction to opportunity attack if you tried to move.
That's
Nah,
yeah.
that's not what I had in mind. But
Oh, I see.
I'm just gonna bop. Cool.
It's an 8.
One whole damage.
It's also an 8
Yeah.
because of the disadvantage. So yeah, they're able to
I
just
know.
lean out of the way as you again scorch a tree somewhere in the distance.
Damn it! I should have just done the thing
Not quite.
I wanted to do. Ah.
All right, Roy. Our boy.
I stand up.
Yep,
I have 15 feet of movement left.
you sure do.
I waltz into the smoke.
Yep.
I'm going to try to punch him.
Ah, a popular move.
Don't miss. You'll hit one of us.
Nope.
8 will not do it now. All right. Anything else?
No, I think I'm good. Otherwise,
All right. Rainbow Mask. They are going to use their bonus action to disengage. They're going to
Smart.
run over here.
Do any of us get attacks of opportunity?
No, because
We
they're
all do.
disengaging.
Disengage.
oh no, because they disengaged. Yeah, duh.
Specifically. That's why I did that.
Specifically. Yep.
And they're going to you see them chant some sort of spell. And then suddenly from their body 2 more of them split off and they all run in different directions. And I know in my brain some facts. And that's just
Same.
a general statement I wanted to make to you all.
All right.
Yep.
Good for you.
Yep. And
Good job.
That's the end of their turn because that's their action, bonus action movement. They do so it doesn't look like they're running away necessarily. They just wanted to get away from each other, is what you kind of glean. Okay, so Stacy, you're up.
I don't know. I'm thinking. I'm looking at my things. Is there something I could roll to discern which one is the real one?
Roll perception.
It's
Yeah, you
22
know which
good
one's
enough
the
for you?
real. You know it's the one on the right. You can
This
convey
one.
that if you so choose.
The real one's the one on the right.
Shit.
Oh, wow, you knew that like immediately, huh? Wow.
Holy shit, Stacy is a god.
It wasn't a
tapped my
particularly
temple.
high save, and also she rolled a 22. All right. Well, yeah, you know now.
Anyway, I point and I cast.
Guiding bolt. All right, excellent. That is a save, right?
Ranged
Depending
spell
what the
attack,
save-
actually.
Ranged spell attack. Okay, so roll me a ranged spell attack.
Which is it's just d20 plus my thing,
Plus your
right?
spell casting attack bonus, yeah.
Yes.
So that's like +5.
Well, that's a
Yeah,
20.
how's
That's
that?
a wisdom save.
Well, you roll.
Fine.
Well, you rolled a wisdom save.
I don't know where the thing is on the spell page. There's nothing here.
There, well,
Should
there
be on
isn't.
Just your
You have
Oh,
to
wait,
add. You
I'm
have to
dumb.
add it
I
as an
forgot.
attack.
I forgot. It's over here.
Yeah,
I will allow it
Take the
regardless.
24 though.
So I will take the 24.
because it'd be a
so go ahead and-
23.
Go ahead and roll.
Oh no, it would be. It's
46
still +5.
radiant
Yeah.
damage.
Wow.
They are actually
Unfortunate.
starting to look pretty bad at this point.
Let me check that off my radiant spells.
Their breathing is labored, and as this happens, the two clones kind of poof.
I was assuming that was probably a concentration thing.
Also, you deleted him from the turn order when you did that.
Oh, whoops.
Tokens
Yeah,
like
because
do
you
that.
deleted the real one, which was in the back.
Oops. And they had a 7, I believe.
Yeah.
That
They
they've
were
been-
ahead of me.
They're just gone. Yeah.
All right, Brando, you're up, unless Stacy's doing something else.
I have nothing else. Actually,
And
wait a
then-
second.
And if you make an attack because of guiding bolt, it'll be at advantage.
Yep.
Oh.
I don't know
Correct.
that.
Correct.
Let's see.
So is that the next attack from anybody, or
Yes.
Correct.
He's
It's
now
just the
Stacy's
next
Stacy's
attack.
turn. I'm gonna step you up
better
there.
not fuck up?
Yeah, I want to engage them so they can't
Oh, wait.
immediately run away again, but or they'll have to use a bonus action to do so.
Cute.
Actually, wait a second.
Okay.
35.
Okay. Brando,
Okay.
you're up.
I
Brando's been
perch.
sitting at half HP for a bit now.
Sucks to
perch
suck.
upon
It's his
rock.
fault.
These are trees. These are trees, but I'll allow it.
I perch upon tree. I cast. I mean, what do you expect?
Firebolt. Yeah. that
Nice,
works.
good advantage. You.
I
Two
want to die.
19s. That's really funny.
You do manage to hit them for, I believe, the first time with a firebolt, and they stagger backward a little bit.
I hiss like a cat.
Okay. Sure.
For no real reason.
Roy, you're up.
5, 10,
Uh-oh.
15,
Uh-oh.
20,
Yep.
25.
This is looking bad for Rainbow Mask.
I'd like to try and make an attack if I could.
Yeah, go for it.
Real quick, I was double checking something. Okay.
Is it clobbering time?
It's clobbering time. There's a 21 hit.
Shit.
Yeah, sure does.
Alright, I'd like to activate my ring
Push
to
them
knock
10 feet.
them backwards 10 feet into the tree as well.
Hey.
Alright, so they
Alright.
take
Hey.
9 damage
Does
from
that
that.
provoke a disengage?
No.
Okay.
Forced
No.
movement doesn't provoke opportunity attacks. I wish it did, but I
will make
mostly
them
just
take
wanted.
a d6 of damage for hitting the tree, though. So,
Nice.
and I
I just want
to
to knock them into things because it's funny. It's like pinball.
All right. Anything else?
And they took 9 from my attack itself.
Correct.
Right.
They're actually
Got
looking
it.
really rough now.
Nope, that'll be it from me.
All right, Rainbow Mask is going to. Let's see. I need to do some stuff here. They're going to once again disengage. 5, 10, 15, 20. Oop.
Wide.
20, 25,
wide rainbow mask.
30.
Wide.
As they begin running away, they go, "Curse you, heroes! You haven't seen the last of Rainbow Mask." And they're gonna use that subdivide ability again to make 3 of them.
Buggers. Which one do I shoot?
All of them.
You know what? We'll go there. Okay. Stacy, you're up.
Easy, do it again.
I'd like to see if I can perceive which is the real one.
Sure. Nope. No idea.
F.
Donut doesn't matter.
You can pick one.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Okay. Burning Hands.
That's what I was
A
gonna-
second, burning hands.
Doesn't matter.
When did you
Does
get
not
burning
matter.
hands?
She's a
I
light
leveled
cleric.
up.
Ah.
Well, let's make a.
I think you
dexterity
need to
saving
be 5 feet closer. I think. Wait, no, it's snap to corner actually.
It's 15.
You're
for
good.
a cone.
throw. So
Yeah.
you'll get the back 2. I think.
So cones are a little weird, but the cone starts at an intersection
This
of
is
the
easily
point
solvable because I
and
have 5
goes
feet
as
of movement
14.
left.
Okay.
Yeah, that would do it.
Oh, there you go.
Here, someone else
Barbecue time.
someone else put their thing on to corner and go from that other corner. So
That's cone,
it's
yeah.
15 feet this way, and the width is actually weird because it's not 15 feet. It's 15 feet wide at its end.
So,
So
go like
it's
this, I
15
guess.
feet. So it's 15 feet this way.
This is
So
a
can-
mess.
Connect your 2 things to these, and that's the cone,
That's
roughly. Yeah, listen.
Yeah, that'll hit them all.
Yeah, that's roughly how it works.
I
I made a template for my paper map because it's easier.
They definitely save. So that's half damage.
What?
I believe.
Okay.
I rolled a high number. What do you want from me?
Stop doing that.
No.
1 second. Where is it? Oh wait, I'm stupid. I already rolled it. So that's
Yep.
5.
Brando.
Yeah, how's he looking? Did that knock out any illusions? What's up?
It's looking quite bad.
Burning
The
hands
illusions
him
are still
again.
there?
Yep.
Oh. Okay.
Oh, wait,
Do
I
the
have to-
same
You
plan.
have to do a concentration check. Hold on. Yeah, I'm fine. Just had to roll higher.
Give
than
him
a
the
5.
double deuce.
Yeah. Hey man, guess what? Me too. And then I got a burning hands. If I can fucking do it. Hang on. Boom.
Okay. That saves, so half damage. Things are looking pretty rough in the Rainbow Mask camp.
They've looked pretty rough for like 10 minutes. What's
They
happening?
look very, very rough. Roy.
They're even rougher. Did they make the concentration check for the 4 damage?
Oh yeah, hold on. Yes.
Alright, cool. Can I try to perceive which one's the real one at all, or
Sure.
should I just pick?
I don't see why not.
Alright, cool. We'll give it a shot just in case.
Yeah, you're not quite sure.
Damn. Alright. 5,
Yeah. They all
10.
look pretty burned.
15, 20,
Which one said ow?
25, 30.
All of them said
They all
ow.
said out at the exact same time in the exact same tone of voice.
Well, I mean, I guess I'll attack this one.
Okay. Roll.
Or try to.
17 will hit. As you.
Oh, I forgot.
What?
Dang. It's too late now. I'm not going to go back, but I could have used guidance on the perception.
Ah.
I forgot. But it's fine.
That one poofs into smoke as you punch it.
It wasn't that one.
Oh, you're so smart, dude.
I figured. Ooh, yeah, I figured it out. I lost my
Yeah.
You know, I'll be honest. I might just phase out the Macho Man voice.
It's hard to do.
I give an air high five to Roy.
It's a little tough to do. I'll probably just go gravelly.
Yeah.
I
Alright.
I accept his air 5 and return it with one of my large lizard arms.
Yeah,
Oh
So-
yeah, brother. I'm just gonna
Oh,
do this
yeah.
now.
brother.
This is Ragnar's new voice because I I think the Macho Man bit
Yeah.
got old on episode 2.
Yeah.
So, at this point,
Playtime.
Ooh, I'll still throw in an ooh yeah once in a while.
just for fun. Yeah, so they throw down another smoke bomb
Rude.
at this point. And then they're going to take a risky move and take their bonus action to dash. So Stacy and Roy, you can take well, I guess I'll let you decide, Roy, because you can only get one opportunity attack. This one's gonna dash past you that way. This one's gonna dash away this way.
I'll attack this one.
Okay.
Can I also attack that one?
No.
Because it dashed away
No,
from
you're
me
too far away.
Not engaged.
Oh, actually, yeah, you're right. So you would
Yeah.
actually get an opportunity first, Brando.
So,
Alright,
what
and
do I
it's
do
at-
for an opportunity attack?
You have to
roll an
attack
attack.
him with a weapon.
It does have to be a weapon, so we'll see how this goes. You could try to hit him with your fists if you want.
You don't have a light crossbow out, and you also can't opportunity attack with a ranged weapon.
F.
So just
Okay,
roll.
well, I guess I'll. How do I fist?
Roll a d20 minus 1 because of your strength.
+2, you're proficient in your own fists.
Okay, so at a +1.
So +1, yeah.
14. I don't remember what their armor class is. That misses.
Okay.
Okay, so now Brando gets an attack of opportunity against that one. 15 just hits.
All right,
And-
cool. I was hitting this one, by the way.
Yep. Poof. Stacy,
It's
you get an
also
attack
not
of
that
opportunity.
one.
Man, how you keep doing that?
Yeah, it's a scientific method.
23.
I learned
Does
about it
the
in chemistry.
23 hit?
Yeah, 23 hits.
That's really funny.
They cry out in pain as they begin running away, and then they take their double movement, and they fucking limp away as quickly as possible into the underbrush.
I throw my spear.
You don't get to do that.
Aw.
You already attacked. It's also not your turn.
Curse you!
What is now, I suppose?
They begin coughing up blood as they yell, "Curse you, heroes!" and flee the area.
If only I had told the dying.
Yep. So you've successfully won that encounter.
supposed to escape.
You got really close. They were at literally 1 HP.
Jesus Christ.
Eh,
Yeah, I was
If
gonna
only
say,
I
I
hadn't
got a
rolled
feeling
1
like
plus
partway
1
through he was
plus
supposed
1.
to escape. Whenever he first said, "Curse you, heroes! You haven't seen the last of me," I'm like,
Man,
Listen,
I
I
rolled 1 plus
tried,
1
but you
plus
made it
1.
hard.
If we're not careful, we might see the last of him.
That my plan was to make it annoying. Also,
I
I'm
know.
just glad I never had to. I
Cope
didn't-
with killing
you
a
didn't
person.
No, you didn't. You didn't make an attack against me because I was waiting to reveal the fact that I'm definitely not in my armor because I can't sleep in heavy armor.
Yeah.
Oh,
You also can't sleep in medium armor, but
I
You
meant
can only
I
sleep
meant
in
to
light.
do more attacks, but then I ended up spending most of my turns trying not to die.
yeah.
yeah. Did you like the being on the floor?
I did not. No. All right.
It was
well,
awesome.
I'm bleeding.
Well, that is.
Oh, that
the end of
sucks,
that.
bro.
The smoke clouds eventually dissipate, and what you do see on the ground as you're kind of looking in the direction they left, and you try to investigate the bushes over there, but it gets pretty thick. You're not quite able to make a clear path to them. But they did snag their hat and mask on something, so those are just on the ground now.
Oh, sweet, free
He's
hat.
naked.
I put on the hat.
Yeah, it doesn't have any magical properties, but it looks cool.
I put on the mask.
It doesn't have any magical
Oh,
properties, but it looks cool.
I'm putting it in my inventory.
Rainbow
Same.
mask hat. It's like a top hat
Rainbow
with some
mask
steampunk goggles on it.
I've added me a rainbow mask to my inventory.
Excellent.
I now see why Stacy gets such a thrill out of fashion. I say with my stupid.
Stacy does the Omega eye roll.
Stacy,
Yeah.
can you heal me? I say, wearing the rainbow mask.
You're really trapped with just two
No.
really stupid dumbasses.
Why not? I got
Don't take
stabbed
a
on my
long
watch.
rest.
I deserve it.
No.
Okay.
I pick up a sign that says hit dice on it.
Rude.
All right, so
I
you
guess
all
that's fair.
you all go back to your watches. Who was taking the second watch again?
That's me.
I have the last
So
one.
actually, as you're all about to settle in, you're just like barely dozing off to sleep when you hear a wolf howl.
No.
Oh my god.
Can I roll survival to discern what
away!
species of wolf?
It sounds extremely. I won't make you roll. It sounds extremely similar to the howl you heard back in the woods on Earth.
Oh no.
Oh, it's that guy?
Perhaps even the same.
That's bad.
And you also make a. Why don't the three of you make some perception checks?
Okay.
Nope.
Glad we're on the same page when I roll.
Yep, that 14 will do it. You notice, Roy. You see from like off to the right. You see a large wolf creature, like lurking through the trees towards you. But then you also see, off in the trees, like next to it, you see a man shape.
Man shape.
And he notices that you notice him, and kind of puts a finger to his lips. And I'll leave you with this. Before you can really like respond to that, the moonlight catches off of something that this man shape is wearing, and it is a necklace with a opal stone set into it. And that is all we're gonna do tonight because I haven't written that much more. But yeah, there we go.
Lance Winthrop had a silver chain with an opal on it.
My god.
And yeah, that's the stream, everybody. So thanks for watching, and have a good night. I'll catch you tomorrow for maybe Xenoblade, maybe something else. Who knows? Bye. Wait, hold on. I have
Bye.
buttons for this. Bye.
Goodbye.